Top of the morning, my Cadillacers. Top of the morning, kin folk. It's the CADILLAC Talk Morning Show. I am your host, Macaroni, Big Tony, Jones in the building. Salute to everybody watching. If it's your first time checking in, let me know what country, what state, what province, what street corner, what penthouse in the sky you checking in from, because we worldwide and it's nothing but love. Wherever you are in the world, I send you nothing but love, blessings, prayer. I hope your family's good, your health is straight, and your finance even better. You know what I'm talking about? Now, let me check my monitors, make sure my monitors are good, feeling great. Hopefully everybody's doing good. I ain't gonna lie, man. I took 2 days off the live. It feels like forever. You know what I'm saying? Between Monday and Wednesday, it feels like forever, man. I miss my family, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy getting all these lives and having these conversations. Now, this morning, we got some shit to get into. Charleston White then choked somebody in a wheelchair. That's what he did. Now, he's trying to spin it like it was, you know, a part of the show, like it was just a skit. I personally think, man, the nigga was out of pocket. He's trying to spin it a different way. The chat is open this morning for us to dissect the situation at hand. You know what I'm talking about? So without checking y'all mouths off, ears off this morning, let's get down to the smoke.
He appears to have a man.
Oh, shit, hold on. I ain't even got my goddamn earpiece in. Ain't that a motherfucker? See, I knew something was off this morning. Hold on a second, y'all. Put my earpiece in. All right, let's pull this back. We in? We good? All right. Pull this bad boy back. All right, let's rock and roll this morning, man. The chat's open. 60% of chat say, hey, the poll, 67% says, man, he went too far. So we're going to find out if he went too far, if it was a stage skit, and everything else in between.
Charleston White is wrapped up in some kind of controversy, and this week is no exception. Recently, footage of him getting into an alleged altercation at one of his comedy shows in Winston-Salem surfaced online. In it, he appears to have a man in a wheelchair in a headlock.
When you go talking loud in the house, don't nobody listen to you because you don't pay all the bills, so don't bring talking if you don't buy a $65 chicken. Say the nigga stop, put your hand down, because you can't change the thermostat. You can't change the thermostat. Now run in women's house. Matter of fact, your kids can't even come over because they ain't got their own room. Your kids can't come over. You got 2 or 3 baby daddies. Bastard baby. But to look pregnant right now by that's in jail somewhere. I got 2 kids by 1 woman who I was married to. 2 kids by 1 woman. My daughter graduated at 15 years old.
Now look, this is to set the temperature of the situation. This argument cannot be staged, man. There's no way. You cuss the lady all kind of ways and talking about shit, you know what I'm saying? She done had multiple baby daddies and she's pregnant right now by some random nigga. You don't even know the heifer. I mean, you don't even know the lady. You don't even know the lady. So for the fact that I'm seeing this, I saw this before we got to the choking of the man in the wheelchair. So I'm saying to myself, if this was a skit, you love negativity, brother. You know what I'm saying? Your whole thing is to spin negativity. I don't understand.
My son graduated. I don't want to hurt no more. Got multiple baby daddies. Bro, I don't want to talk to bro. We can fight. We can fight. I tried to talk to you. You got your mother. I want niggas in home. You better get on me. Oh, you ain't no woman. Your woman would stay on her. Sit your down, put the sit down or put the watch my mother back. Make sure nobody don't sleep me. I take it tough. Walking up to the stage like you gonna do something. Man, you ain't got the kind of burn money I put on your. You ain't got the kind of burn I'm on all your spot, nigga.
That's a $900 mic, Charleston. God. Can I get
And that's the part where he decided to put his hands on our old buddy. All right. Based off so far what we're seeing, I can't understand how Charleston White is trying to expect us intelligent individuals to believe this is a skit. And what would be the basis of this skit? You just cussed the whole lady out. So all of what you said on Say Cheese TV and you're trying to clean your image up for the corporate brands and this, that, and the third, it's some bullshit. Clearly we can see. Because this is your idea of entertainment, nigga. I don't understand, man. But I will say this, though. Everybody remained in their seats until he came back. So that made me think, hey, it possibly could have been a skit. Let's just check it out.
Did we put him in hell on? Charleston, why you put that man in the hell on? Y'all wouldn't do that.
Finesse 2 times felt differently about the whole situation, and he quickly went online to share his thoughts. I don't want to be around a dude who creates too many negative controversy on the internet and then call it entertainment. I was shocked when I saw what happened, and I called Unc to know what's popping, just to find out that it was all for clout. And I asked the question how he planned to clean up his negative image and go to the bigger stage of his career. I will call a spade, Unc. That was crazy on your path and what you told me you were trying to accomplish. Finesse 2 times reaction got a lot of attention, and people started speculating that Charleston White might have seen the negative impact of what happened and then tried to convince the fans it was a staged altercation. Check this out.
And by the way, listen, man, for your homeboy Finesse to come tell you, say, man, I don't agree with that shit and call you, only for you to tell him, nah, nigga, we just trolling. No, you're trying to save yourself. That argument looked like a legitimate argument, unless you're going to tell me the lady was in on it for you to cuss her out all kind of ways about her character. The nigga was on it for you to choke him. What kind of a skit would that be? Why would that be funny? Unless a nigga who's not on your level and maybe looking for shock value, maybe. But nigga, your stature, you trying to promote all this negativity continuously. And I want to clean up your image. I don't understand, man. So I think what he's about to say is damage control.
That nigga in the wheelchair, I stopped and put a bug in his ear before I went in. Say, hello, listen, that nigga in the wheelchair.
Good morning, Lady T. Good morning to ya. And shout out to everybody in Ontario this morning. What we said in the chat, that can't be a skit just for views. Some things are not worth it. If that, I don't believe it was a skit either, Lady T. But if that was a skit for views, nigga, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it at all. For what? Now we out here looking at you sideways. And why would you use a man in a wheelchair as a part of your skit and you're attacking him? I don't understand that. The nigga, you went too far.
That nigga's 9 feet tall. That nigga, if he stand up, he at least 7 feet. He got a 17 size shoe. Before I got to the venue, y'all, this is how cold I am. Before I got to the venue, I stopped that wheelchair nigga. I said, nigga, you must be somebody in the town. He said, yeah, he's known for the super jump shot. So get what I did. Him and the partner was out there drinking. I said, nigga, y'all come to the comedy show. It's on me. I invited that brother to my comedy show to come disrupt it. So we can do what we did. It's called, I think it. I want you to ask yourself this. The comedy show was sold out. I met him outside the club, across the street, away from the club, because I didn't know where the club was. How you think he got in? The show sold out. He get to roll in, playing his music, from the top of the roof, to the elevator, to the floor, to the bottom stage. How y'all think he was able to do that? Y'all don't think that wasn't playing? Y'all gotta stop believing everything you see and start believing half of what you hear. I'm gonna say it again. Stop believing everything you see, because they got AI technology. And stop believing half of what you hear. And you're far well in light. I am a genius. I am a genius, nigga. I keep trying to tell I'm a genius, my nigga. Oh my goodness. I am a genius. And listen, while everything is going on, I'm coaching everybody with the phone. I'm directing this shit. While it's a ride outside.
Hey, yo, we got to talk about it.
Listen, Charleston's on some bullshit. All right? You didn't address me. Listen, for that to be a skit, the whole time you was cussing the lady, that had to have been a joke. I don't believe it. I don't know how the man got into the club. If the comedy show was sold out, that's none of my business. All I know, you could be making that shit up. I don't know. But why would you want to put your hands on a disabled man as a part of your comedy show? That means your show ain't even good. If you gotta go through that extent for your show, then your show ain't good. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't know what kind of show that is, Charleston. And maybe you should stick with Say Cheese TV. You know what I'm saying? And Sean Cotton. And you would have been cool with 10,000 a pop. All right, yo. Michael Jordan, my player partner, man. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I don't give a goddamn. All right? Jordan's my partner. So I don't know, they trying to spin it and trying to spin some shit, but I'm not buying it. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section while you rocking and rolling. But it's Michael Jordan, man.
The GOAT himself, 6 rings, billionaire vibes, Jumpman logo king, Michael Jordan is trending. And not for basketball, not for sneakers, not for gambling memes. Nah, he trending because of what happened in the victory lane after Daytona 500. And the internet, oh, they cooking him right now. First of all, let's give credit where credit is due. Jordan's NASCAR team, 23XI Racing, co-owned by Denny Hamlin, just won the Daytona 500. That's NASCAR's Super Bowl.
I can't even believe it. Yeah, I mean, it was so gratifying. I mean, we had 4 guys that were really fighting, that was helping each other out. I mean, you never know how these races going to end, right? It's like you just try to survive. And, you know, I thought Riley did an unbelievable job by pushing at the end. You know, that shows you what teamwork can really, really do. I mean, he doesn't get enough credit. He won't get enough credit, but we feel the love. We understand exactly what he did. And I mean, we just hung in there all day. I mean, we great strategy by the team, and we gave ourselves a chance at the end. And look, I'm ecstatic. I mean, I don't even know what to say. It feels like I won a championship, but until I get my ring, I won't even know.
Driver Tyler Reddick pulled it off. Huge moment, historic. MJ out here smiling, hugging everybody, holding the trophy like it's 1998 all over again. And listen, when MJ wins something, he celebrates. But this celebration, that's where the internet said, hold up, what's going on? So in the middle of all the chaos, confetti flying, cameras everywhere, Jordan walks over near Tyler Reddick's son. Now in the clip that's going crazy on X and Reddit, MJ appears to touch the kid around the lower back shirt area during the celebration. And that's it. That's the moment. 5 seconds. But in 2026, 5 seconds is enough to start World War III.
Team and all of our commentary team. We'll see you from Atlanta next week with NASCAR Race Day next Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, and the Cup race at Atlanta.
Man, listen, the comments went from 0.
Man, internet's gonna take something and run with it. I would never put Michael Jordan and whatever they're trying to insinuate in the same category of life. I'm not doing it. I don't care what I just saw. All right? Now, we're going to get into what the breakdown is. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of folks look at it from one perspective of, yo, man, that's some diddler shit. You know what I'm saying? That's some goddamn Epstein shit. Nah. I'm not just going to throw Michael Jordan under the bus like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Now, we're going to get into what happened.
0 to 100 fast.
What the Oh my God.
You have people saying that looks weird. Why he touching the kid like that? MJ ruining his legacy. Ruining his legacy? This is a man with 6 championships and $1 billion brand. We talking about legacy off a 5-second NASCAR clip? Social media does not play. Reddit threads blew up. TikTok edits popped up in slow motion. Think pieces started dropping. Some folks were genuinely uncomfortable. Others were like, y'all read. So you know what happened when 50 Cent saw it. 50 Cent needed to add in his take on it. Because one thing for certain, when anything goes viral, 50 Cent makes it even go more viral with his comment. 50 Cent posted a clip to his Instagram page and wrote the caption, "What the F are you doing, Mike?" If I have to put all these sneakers back, I'ma F you up. What the F are you doing playing with the baby ass? Yo, 50, you gotta chill. Then he posted a clip of a meme on.
All right, first 50 said that. What 50 posted next? I said, yo, you know, I think 50's found his new calling in life, to control everything and everything walking. I think he fuck music. I'm just gonna troll these niggas. I'm not saying anything bad about the GOAT, but I'm definitely side-eyeing. Yeah, I'm looking at it like, hey man, it's questionable. It's like you gonna have to find a way to spin this shit. I'm not gonna lie, cause when I saw it too, I was looking at it sideways like, oh wait a second, bro. What am I really seeing? There's got to be a reason why I'm seeing this. Now I know we just won a NASCAR championship, and I know you know what I'm saying. It's big time now. You're happy as fuck, but hey, you can always count on 50 to troll. Trolling is what he does best. Hands the fuck down. I don't know where he found this clip, but God bless him.
On his page.
How do you know even though, say no unless you ask? Even though I want to go to Red Lobster for my birthday in North Haven, I would also like to ask you if Ty could take me to Mr. Happy so I can get a lap dance. Whoa. That's up to Ty if Ty wants to take you to Mr. Happy's. Because I can't trust the girl. That's a man thing. I don't think that Loretta and I can take you there. That's. We'll ask Ty. Okay. But as far as Red Lobster goes, we can do that. That's fine. Is that where you want to go for your birthday again? Yeah, North Haven. Okay.
And wrote the caption, Ty, take the man to Mr. Happy's. It's his birthday. All he wants is a good meal and to touch some booty. LOL. 50, you are diabolical for that, bro. Now, was it that serious? Let's add some context.
We have a possible update on what actually happened. So let's check out this clip right here. Then I'll come back with some more commentary. Here's the video.
All right, before we get to the update, man. I'm not just trying to go to Mr. Happy's, man. You know what I'm saying? Get a little lap dance, that's all. He's gonna piss off Michael Jordan, what you're gonna do, man. You know what I'm saying? He either gonna piss him off or Jordan's gonna fucking find this hilarious. You know what I'm saying? But I think he's gonna piss him off.
Son had a chunk of ice. You can see that Tyler Reddick's son's shirt is completely saturated, and Michael Jordan trying to help a little kid out. Let me get those chunks of ice out of your back.
It initially looks shocking, and I think there's a reasonable explanation for it.
Yep.
It looks like he's trying to get stuff out of his shirt and pants.
I think that's exactly.
It's shocking the first time you see it.
It
Like,
looked shocking. Please do your due diligence and realize that it was chunks of ice that were in the kid's back area by his waistline of his shorts, and Michael Jordan was not grabbing his ass. He was grabbing the cubes of ice to try to break them up and make them fall down, and they fell down on his legs, and he wiped them off his legs. None of us are doing it just because we all love Michael Jordan, which we all do.
He wasn't in the Epstein files?
No, he was not.
I mean,
he was not.
This was a thing. I mean, we would probably know about it.
Not long ago, Unite the People.
All right. Jordan wasn't in the Epstein files. As far as we know, he wasn't in the Epstein files. No, he was not. Does it look suspicious? Absolutely. But Michael Jordan, goddammit, I ain't even gonna lie. Maybe I'm biased. I'm going to go with the assumption there was some ice. He's trying to get the ice. You know what I'm saying? He just fucked around with the kid's legs to be as a joke. That's bad, hey, man. Because otherwise, y'all gonna try to get me to look at Jordan sideways, man. I don't know about that. Yo, moving right along. Vlad TV. I don't know if he's doing this for clout. Y'all got to let me know. Or if this shit is for truth. All right?
People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Miss Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with Unite the People, and that he was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was witness to the conversation Miss Harris had, where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times, Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody, never even touched that gun, never fired the gun. This statement aligns with the statement of the only non-party witness to the case, Mr. Sean Kelly, who at trial testified he saw 2 women fighting, 2 men break up the fight, 1 man grabbed the other one's arm. Gunshots came from the passenger side.
I have a confession. Rock Nation has been paying me.
All right. We heard what, you know what I'm saying, that happened prior. Corey still didn't get out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Tory still didn't get out. Simple. All right? All that shit y'all was talking, he still didn't get out. Now, this is what Vlad TV got to say. I think it's a crock of bullshit. If it's the truth, you gonna have yourself a problem with Jay-Z and Rock Nation. And they might have to come looking for you. But let's hear what he has to say.
To support Megan. They also paid off all the jury members to convict Tory, and they bribed the judge.
Chico, Black, Jaloso Nation, salute to you, partner, my player, partner, player. If y'all get a chance, go ahead and follow Jaloso Nation on YouTube. You know what I'm talking about? Almost at 1,000 players. I see you, I'm watching, you know what I'm saying? Keep grinding, you know what I'm saying? Give yourself a little bit. You're going to be right there ready to shake and bake. You know what I'm talking about? We got some Jay-Z shit, man. Vlad said that, man, a whole bunch of shit about Jay-Z, man. That's what Vlad went in. Now, we say Vlad's the Fed, so is he correct this time because he got all the information? Or is he bullshit trolling? Looking for attention.
Jay-Z did a verse for his grandson's new album. They paid off Megan's doctor to lie about the bullet fragments. She was never shot. The LA police are all on Jay's payroll, and it doesn't stop with LA. But you're not ready to hear that part. The Mexican guy who stabbed Tory, who do you think paid him to do that? You already know the answer to that. The 3 Supreme Court judges who denied Tory's appeal all paid off by the Rock Mafia. Jay also paid Trump not to pardon Tory, even though it's a state case. Trump can only pardon federal cases, but knowing Trump, he likes to bend the rules. Jay wasn't taking any chances. I can't keep these lies secret anymore. If this is my last tweet, you know who silenced me. Now, if you go down earlier in his tweets in this right here, he actually said, I'm seeing news reports that Kelsey's bodyguard came forward and said that Kelsey shot Megan, not Tory Lanez. The only problem is that Kelsey's bodyguard wasn't actually bodyguarding her the night of the shooting. His testimony...
Man, let me tell y'all. I'm gonna have to go with you on that, Chico. I think he's talking shit. Listen, bro. Tory shot that girl, man. Don't put that out. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. But you can't just throw this shit on Jay-Z like that, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree. I think the nigga just looking for some clout. He's looking for some kind of attention. That's how I feel. I don't see these allegations as factual. You know why? Corey is still in prison. And why would Jay-Z pay some nigga to stab up Corey? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't believe it, though.
Is based on a conversation he claimed he heard. 98% of appeals fall. This isn't going to overturn Tory's conviction. If this were actually true, Tory should have taken a stand and said it. Also, the story doesn't match up with the jail call Tory apologized.
Corey never took the stand. If he wanted, listen, Corey didn't take the stand for a reason. They would have cut him up. If I didn't do it, I'm taking the stand. Ask me 1,000 questions, nigga. You ain't breaking me. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't take the stand. It may be something I'm trying to hide. That's how I'm gonna look at that deal.
And Kelsey, you're an idiot if you think that someone sitting in jail is going to apologize to the person who put them there. And why would the shooter even do a jail call with the person who's being charged with their crime?
Breaking news this morning: the death of civil.
Come on with it, man. Corey, I can call him Corey. Tory Lanez kept he called, I think it was Megan. He called her in prison, man. Say, hey, man, I apologize for what happened. He said, we all heard the phone call. So now, Tory Lanez got to be slow. Why are you calling and apologizing for some shit If you ain't did the shit, I ain't calling you to apologize for nothing. I saw the headline said I shot you. You need to go back and tell the folks I didn't do it. That should have been the phone call. Not, oh, yo, I'm sorry and I didn't mean for this to happen. That's fucked up, man. Moving right along with the morning. All right? Now that we done already assessed that Vlad is a liar.
Civil rights leader, the Reverend Jesse Jackson Sr.
Jackson's family announced that he died earlier this morning. He was 84 years old. ABC's Pierre Thomas has a look at Jackson's legacy.
R.I.P. to the Reverend Jesse Jackson. We gonna get into it. You know what I'm saying? Changing the pace just for a little bit to show love to a brother's life. And I'm not gonna talk too much in the segment, but we're gonna salute our player partner and our partner player.
All of his life, the Reverend Jesse Jackson preaching, exhorting, demanding justice in a quest to help his people and nation overcome.
We ain't the bottom, we the foundation.
Always.
Like, to you right, man. He should have spoke up. You know what I'm saying? He's also responsible for why he's in prison, for a crime he didn't commit. If I didn't do it, I'm speaking the fuck up. I'm talking. I'm not going to sit there and let my lawyer tell me it's best for you not to say anything. Nah, I didn't do shit. They got to hear from me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Chico, man, R.I.P. Jesse Jackson, man. Let's get into it.
He's marching, civil rights nonviolent soldier. There he was, shoulder to shoulder with Martin Luther King Jr. after witnessing the beatings of Bloody Sunday on television. Jackson eventually became one of the top lieutenants in the critical Southern Christian Leadership Conference, which challenged the Jim Crow South's withering oppression. A witness to history, he was there on that fateful April evening when King was struck down by an assassin's bullet.
I tried to feel his head, and I asked him, I said, Dr. King, do you hear me? Dr. King, do you hear me? And he didn't say anything.
After a leadership struggle with King's successor, Reverend Ralph Abernathy, Jackson split from the SCLC and formed a new organization, People United to Save Humanity, PUSH.
You know, I'm not going to stop it real quick. I didn't even realize he was there the night they assassinated Martin Luther King. I forgot he was on the balcony. Oh my God, what, man? History, man. That man was there for some real times at a time where American society was, man, it was upside down. It was upside down.
Black, beautiful.
After Dr. King, I don't think anyone captured the spirit of America like Reverend Jackson, and he took the movement north. I think Jesse Jackson was the link from that generation of King and them all the way to my generation, and then the generation behind me.
The first wave of the civil rights movement had succeeded in breaking down significant barriers, but Jackson's primary focus was on economic empowerment.
We know that we are worthy of respect and protection, but nobody really knows our name, and so we're really still struggling.
He broke boundaries in politics, twice running.
Calvin would have said racism was at an all-time high, badly. At that time, racism, segregation, you know what I'm saying, the South, everything was upside down, man. Now, it's not too far-fetched today. It's just racism is a little bit different, but those times, it was in your face. You know what I'm saying? It was in your face. We lost a good one, though. I'm not going to lie, man. We lost a good one. We definitely lost a good one.
For president, first in 1984, under the banner of a rainbow coalition.
Our flag is red, white, and blue, but our nation is rainbow. Red, yellow, brown, black, and white. We're all precious in God's sight.
In 1988, he was, for a time, the Democratic Party's frontrunner for the presidential nomination, winning 11 primaries and caucuses before eventually losing the nomination to Massachusetts Governor Michael Dukakis.
I'd rather go down in the stirring fight than drowse to death at the sheltered shore.
Jackson also took on the role of freelance international negotiator, meeting with some of the world's most brutal tyrants.
Overseas, the American black activist Jesse Jackson has become an intermediary in the Middle East.
In 1984, he met with Syria's Hafez al-Assad.
Goodman and the Reverend Jackson arrived at Andrews Air Force Base,
securing the release of downed American naval officer Lieutenant Robert Goodman. In 1990, he held talks with Saddam Hussein to free foreign nationals being held in Iraq as human shields. And in 1999, he went behind enemy lines again to meet with Slobodan Milosevic to negotiate the return of 3 American prisoners of war. At times, he was a spiritual advisor, counseling President Clinton in his darkest hour, facing impeachment over a sex scandal. But Jackson had his own moments where he fell far short.
Jackson was a friend, bro. Imagine when Clinton was going through that shit with Monica Lewinsky. That nigga was, he had his back. Yo, that was a scandal. I'm not gonna lie, but it made me look at Clinton like he's a real nigga. I don't give a fuck. I'm in the White House. I'm still cross country in this bitch. But Jesse Jackson, man, running for president, it would have been a nice thing to see him win and actually have become the first black president. You know what I'm saying?
What he had championed in the mid-1980s, facing controversy for allegedly making a highly offensive remark about the Jewish community.
I deny, and I do not recall ever making such a statement in any context that would be remotely construed as being either anti-Semitic or anti-Israel. However innocent and unintended, it was insensitive and wrong.
And as an ordained minister, having to admit in 2001 he had fathered a child after an affair with a former staffer. Although somewhat diminished, Jackson leaned in on his faith of forgiveness and redemption and kept fighting, keeping his eyes on the prize. He saw one of his hopes realized on election night in 2008 in Chicago's Grant Park.
America, I have never been more hopeful than I am tonight that we will get there.
He wept as President-elect Barack Obama delivered his victory speech.
Man, no matter what any of us think of Barack Obama, man, that election night was probably one of the biggest election nights ever, bro. We was all glued to the TV, like, yo, there's a nigga in the White House. Like, yo, we was glued to the TV, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, what he did in the White House, everybody's gonna have their own opinions. I have my own opinions as well. But it was a good moment, though. I ain't gonna lie, it was a good moment.
In recent years, the effects of age and a long illness had slowed his gait, but not his spirit. After the conviction of Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin for the killing of George Floyd, Jackson made it a point to be there in Minneapolis. Through it all, Jackson's faith and hope in what America could be endured.
America will get better and better. Keep hope alive. Keep hope alive. Keep hope alive. I love you very much.
Another Fox News alert. We are awaiting
what it said to Chad Jackson was inspirational to a lot of politicians, man. What a life the man lived, bro. When I saw it come across my timeline, I almost thought it was like some kind of bullshit, and I skipped over it, and I saw another one. I'm like, oh, okay, something's going on. Man lived a very inspirational life. You know, it would have been an amazing thing had he had one president in '83. It didn't happen. But he definitely made his mark on politics. He made his mark in the game, man. You know, R.I.P. Jesse Jackson, man. And, yo, we lost another real one. Well, that's life, man. You know what I'm saying? He's with the Angels now. Let's keep going. Let me see what we got next on the docket here, man. Let's see what's going on here, bro.
possible DNA breakthrough.
Oh, yo! Hold on.
Search for Nancy Guthrie with
Wait a second. Let me get my mind.
An official FBI source telling.
All right. What is it? Remember, there was a lot that they stopped that he wanted to do. It's the one we don't see that was stopping Obama from doing things that he wanted to do. Come on. Now we know. You see. That's why I leave it to the chat to say certain things. Because for me, I'm like, yo, I'm a think it. But I ain't trying to get the yellows too hard. And then some of these folks, man, they move different, man. When YouTube's different sometimes. But I do agree with that though. 1000%. Now. He might have been happy when you got elected, but there was some inner turmoil, and then we all saw some bullshit when you got into the White House. We can't all like we didn't see it. And Jackson was doing the right thing. But yo, we got a problem. Nancy Guthrie, her mama, man, this shit been going on, man. Y'all know what's going on. If y'all don't know what's going on, let me know what's going on in the chat. And this shit, yo, mama missing. They're looking for, it's bad. Let's get down to it.
Fox News Digital that the DNA from the recovered glove is expected to be entered into CODIS at any moment now to determine if it matches anyone in the national database. Crime Stories with Nancy Grace host Nancy Grace, speaking with Sean Hannity last night, made an interesting point about the DNA in the FBI's CODIS database. Listen.
CODIS, which is, of course, the Combined DNA Index System, is nationwide. If we get a hit, we can get an almost hit or a near hit, which means a relative of the donor, the DNA donor, is in the slammer, has been convicted. So then it doesn't have to be a perfect match. You can then determine a relative's DNA is on that glove. And from there you go to genetic genealogy.
Our next guest spent nearly 40 years in law enforcement and worked as a homicide detective for the Tucson Police Department, Benjamin Jimenez. He joins me now. And I understand what Nancy Grace is saying there. You could potentially have a relative in the slammer, and that would...
Man, TMZ saying they be getting notes for this lady and saying, yo, they want 1 Bitcoin. And I'm it's taking a mind of its own. Now I'm trying to figure out, is the lady still alive? Is this really a kidnapping? Is there really a ransom going on, or is this some bullshit, somebody playing TMZ? You know what I'm saying? They get a match on the DNA. Oh, it's over. It's over.
Help out this search as much as possible, but I'm going to focus on the perpetrator, him or herself. Does this perpetrator feel to you like somebody who has committed a crime before, and therefore him or herself would be in the database? Or is this somebody you expect to not have committed a crime before, and therefore this could be a little bit more of a difficult process utilizing CODIS to hunt this person down?
Well, it's apparent to me in the video. Good morning, by the way. It's apparent to me in the video that the person in the video is probably a burglar in the past. He could have been arrested for that. His DNA could be in the database if it was ever submitted, possibly. But with CODIS, you'll be able to get relatives and limit the search of who the suspect truly is.
Beyond CODIS,
relatives? Come on, man. So my cousin PD got locked up for some shit, you know what I'm saying? And y'all got PD's DNA. Y'all gonna somehow figure out how I was there? Come on with it, man. No. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't fuck about nigga relative. All right, but hey, man. The FBI, the feds do what they do. So I'm just watching in the background. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just watching in the background.
All have genes, and many of our genes are in one of these genealogy tracing systems. If CODIS becomes a dead end, are you confident that regular old family genealogy from a 23andMe or something like that would lead ultimately to the perpetrator?
Yeah, it's just a matter of time. Somebody's in here.
Good morning, Miss Nice. Salute to you, and shout out to everybody in New Jersey on a Wednesday morning. What was said? What? I think it was a family member. Somebody close, man. Somebody knows. Because I don't think it's somebody, I agree with that, man. It's got to be somebody that know you. I don't think this is some random hit. This is like, yo, we just trying to shake down because we want some money. What was the lady, T? What if they don't know they're related? Like, come on, man. What if it's a nigga, I didn't even know he was my cousin. Come on, man. They're reaching with that, but I kind of do feel it could be somebody in the family that's trying to extort some money out the family. You know what I'm saying? How do they know about the layout of her house? Someone the family knows did it. Bro, the person knew the layout. The person knew exactly where to be, how to be there, he knew how to operate on the premises. So if you know how to operate on a motherfucker premises, knowing how to move so you're not being seen, nigga, you know the house, you know the folks, they know who you are. Now you fucked up and left the glove though. You fucked up and left the glove.
His family tree is in the database, whether it be 23andMe, Ancestry, one of those databases. So just a matter of time before they're able to limit the scope and find the suspect.
There were reports of a fourth ransom note yesterday sent to TMZ. Benjamin, do you put any stock into this fourth ransom note, or really any of the ransom notes at this point, trying to target this as a kidnapping?
Imagine finding out that it's really one of your family members or someone close to them. You know what though, that happens all the time. All the time. I remember when it was Maryland and they had the fucking DC sniper. And it's the lady's fucking baby father, ex-husband. I'm like, holy shit. This happens all the time. It's usually somebody you got there. If they catch this nigga and it come out, he gonna be in a lot of trouble, man. That brother will never see the light of day. Never.
Reading into your earlier answer that you think this is a burglary, I would assume no, but I'll let you answer.
Well, it could be a burglary. It could be a foiled crime of some type. But then again, it's just hard to say. I mean, there's so many possibilities out there. The FBI knows they're dealing with the TMZ ransom notes. They have. They're able to validate them in any.
Listen, I'm kind of touching in and out with the subject. If it was a burglary, was anything missing? If y'all was keeping up with this here case, was anything missing in the house for it to be a burglary gone wrong? You know what I'm saying? He left the glove and got comfortable because he knows them. I'm telling you, man. The nigga knows what's going on, man. He made that mistake because he got comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Or the nigga's throwing you the fuck off and ain't no fucking DNA on that bitch. At least it ain't mine. He got nigga, you could have took somebody else's random glove and just left it there. Fuck it, nigga, that nigga's gonna get in trouble. Yeah, I don't mean to laugh, but they got to find this nigga. They better find this nigga.
Whether the information on the note and in the email is correct and pertinent to the facts of the case. I don't have any proof of life. None of us do. So it's hard to say whether those ransom notes are real or whether it is just a red herring and to throw the detectives and investigators off the case.
Yeah, they have felt.
Listen, those ransom notes don't make no goddamn sense. Knight, what you said, I thought she needed meds daily to live, and she has none. So we looking for a body? And look how long it's been. So you mean tell me that according to your theory, I went to rob the house. The lady was there. So instead of just taking what I need to take, I took the lady with me. Boy, you know how much more trouble that is? A burglar can't deal with that kind of trouble. A burglar is not a goddamn kidnapper. It's two different worlds, man. Two different criminalities. You know what I'm saying? That was only burglary. She must have a heist insurance policy. If it's a burglary, you know what I'm saying, nigga? Oh, so none of the other houses had camera. You know what? That's a good point, man. We live in an affluent area. None of your neighbors had a camera to see what car came down the street or what car came down the block. Come on, man. Yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Chico, what you say? Maybe she's already dead. I hope not, but that's what it is, what it seems like. That's what it sure seemed like, man. It sure seemed like, bro, it's going to be a recovery situation. That's what it seemed like. It's going to be a recovery situation. Now, I hope not. I hope that them niggas that want the Bitcoin still got the lady. But usually when niggas do that, they prove the person's still alive. You know what I'm saying? But god damn, this is a situation, y'all. This is crazy.
Felt like a huge red herring so far. Pima County Sheriff's Department working now with Walmart after identifying that the suspect's backpack as well as the clothing and mask may have been purchased from a Walmart store, writing, quote, PCSD can confirm that the clothing seen in the video may have been purchased from Walmart, but is not exclusively available at Walmart. This remains a possibility only. So it could be at Walmart, could not be at Walmart. That is a large field to investigate. So, Benjamin, how do authorities narrow down that pool? Is it by cross-referencing the time of payment for these items at a register with surveillance video? How does law enforcement go about narrowing this pool?
It's very cumbersome. There's so many Walmarts out there, so many retail stores that could have sold this bag. So they'll start in the...
I don't know, man. It sounds like they're kind of fumbling the case, bro. Now we talking about clothes from Walmart. We're stretching shit now, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're stretching shit, man. DNA talking about if it matches a cousin or a... Come on, man. Man, and I heard, like, there's a whole bunch of shit going on, man. There's a whole bunch of shit. And I don't like to go off of what I heard. You know what I'm saying? We got to go off the facts.
Area, the Phoenix, Tucson area, and broaden the search out. It could have been purchased in California. Who knows? It could have been a gift purchased by somebody else. You just don't know, but it's going to be very cumbersome to go through all that video. And I'm sure that they're looking into that, and they may have some leads to that as well.
Combine that, what you just said, with the tens of thousands of tips that have poured in on this case so far, Benjamin, and law enforcement has their work cut out for them after basically working 24 hours, 7 days a week for the last many weeks. Benjamin Jimenez, thank you for your time this morning. Appreciate it.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.
This is the moment gunshots.
Let me tell y'all, man. I think it's gonna be a recovery situation, and I hope it's not. But them niggas is playing too much little games, man. And I don't know what burglar is gonna come look into burglarize. I'm trying to take some goods and leave. I'm taking the jewelry. I'm taking the money. Whatever I came for. What am I gonna do with the old lady? You understand? What you in America? You gonna hold a lady like that for ransom? You ain't even gonna get the money. Even if you return the person. Like, come on with it, bro. I'm like, man, I hope that they find the lady, though. If they don't find the lady, find the individual that did this shit. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause probably 9 times out of 10 a family member. Now, speaking of family members, oh my goodness. I don't know what the hell is going on in 2026, bro. It's a man. It's a man who believes he's a woman. So therefore, he's a transformer. I'm setting temperature. For whatever reason, he decided to do this.
Rang out at a high school hockey game in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Student athletes and people in the stands fleeing for safety.
It was a bang. I thought it was a pops. I thought it was balloons at first, but it was not balloons.
In the end, 2 victims and the suspected shooter were dead. 3 others.
What we said tonight? They had these tapes days before they released it to the public. So they should have done the research. They came for the lady. That's the target. Come on, man. And you're right. They were sitting on this information. They were sitting on it. And allegedly, too, you know how they have different their restrictions of police and shit. They couldn't get along and figuring out how that shit's gonna work and who's gonna take care of the evidence and all kind of dumb shit. I don't fucking know. But if y'all can't get it together, have this shit, didn't do proper research, you're putting it out to the public, now that distorts your whole investigation. So now I'm looking at these guys like maybe they fumbled the bag. And we're talking about Ancestry.com and whatever the fuck else. Even if I did it, and you gonna tell me because I'm this nigga's cousin, and you assume that I did it, nigga, I ain't, no. You know what I'm saying? You ain't taking me like that, though. No. But I hope they find the person, though. Well, even in a hockey game, first time I see that even in hockey events, ain't sad. Bro, at a hockey game, a high school hockey game, this individual decided to go ham. When you find out why, say, yo, nigga, you see, back in like maybe the 50s and 60s, if you wanted to be that type of person, you definitely have to hide it. They would look at you like you're crazy. Now, we say it's normal, but look at how they behave. This is why in the 50s, they was crazy. Today, you're trying to tell us they normal. It's not what they doing. Now, to each his own, but hey.
Others were left in critical condition. Police say a brave bystander was able to subdue the gunman and prevent even more bloodshed.
A Good Samaritan stepped in and interjected in this scene, and that's probably what led to a swift end of this tragic event.
Police identifying the shooter as 56-year-old Robert Dorgan, who also went by the name Roberta. They say Dorgan entered the arena armed with multiple weapons to watch a family member, then carried out what they say appears to have been a targeted attack stemming from a family dispute.
And from witnesses here that the male shot himself inside the ice rink.
A woman claiming to be the shooter's daughter told our affiliate WCVB this was a domestic breakdown.
He shot my family, and he's dead now.
What was the reasoning? Was there a family argument?
He has mental health issues. If you have a loved one who you think is sick, trust your gut.
Officials confirming all student athletes were physically unharmed, but witnesses say the emotional scars will be deep.
You could see the tears starting to come down and the parents hugging their kids, and I'm sure they're thanking God that they weren't the victim of the shooting and they're still alive with them today.
The victims' names were...
The realest thing the daughter said was he has some mental health issues. I would say so. Yeah. Because whatever his name was at birth, and now you want me to call you Roberta, I'm not doing it. If the sky is blue, I'm not telling you it's purple. I don't care what, no. Because I don't watch some news clips, and they're referring to him as a she. I said, there ain't no she involved. It's a him. You know, like he did it. Don't tell me she did it. But anyway, terrible. Over a family issue? Terrible. Just terrible. What we say, he chose to settle a family issue at a public event. At a high school hockey game. What was you going to do? Settle it there for real? In front of all these folks? And take yourself out? Mental health is a serious, serious concern. If you got anybody in your family going through it, get them some help immediately.
Were not released. The shooting comes just 2 months after the deadly shooting down the street at Brown University in Providence.
Family reuniting and embracing after the traumatic experience inside of the Dennis M. Lynch Arena. Police say a gunman shot 5, killing 2 before turning the gun on himself.
My father was a shooter.
What happened?
He shot my family, and he's dead now.
This woman leaving the police station, speaking with reporters, saying her father was the one who opened fire inside of the hockey rink.
He has mental health issues.
Any idea why he would have done this?
He's sick. He's very sick.
Players, their families, and spectators bust from the scene to the Pawtucket Police Department to be interviewed by detectives. Parents with flowers as it was senior night for Blackstone Valley.
Everybody started jumping over the bench, and it was pretty scary.
You did this on seniors night? You mean to tell me this is the last hockey game these seniors are going to play in their high school hockey career? And this is what they're going to remember? Jesus Christ, man. That's not selfish. If that's not selfish.
We heard the gunshots, but we didn't know what the noise was at first. After probably 4 shots, we just saw everybody hitting the ground.
Silas Core was on the bench for Coventry High School, his mother in the stands at the time.
We barricaded the locker room with our bodies. We were all pressing up against it, and everybody was, worried about our parents and everybody.
I actually got back in there to try to find out where he was, and I saw them doing CPR in the stands, and it was really disturbing.
Many leaving here tonight just wondering why.
He's just very sick. If you have a loved one who you think is sick, trust your gut.
Now, the 3 others who are wounded here are in critical condition. Pawtucket Police, the chief telling us that they do have officers here, detectives here as well, but they have not yet interviewed any of those other victims, which also speaks to the condition that they're in right now, fighting for their lives. Live here in Providence tonight, I'm Peter Leopoulos, WCVB News Center 5. Ed to you.
This video.
Man, that's fucked up in Providence, man. Rhode Island, that's fucked up, man. What we say? At least she was honest about her father. She was definitely honest about her father. Her father needed help, man. You know what I'm saying? Her father needed some real help, man. 2026 is already historical, crazy, deadly years. And we only in February, man. The crazy work that's going on right now, and it's only February. It's been a crazy year. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It's been a year where like, what is going on? And we just lost Jesse Jackson. And it's just a lot of crazy things that's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? But I hope that situation there, they find peace within their family. You know what I'm saying? And the kids that, fuck, you took away their seniors night, they ain't gonna get it back, but hopefully they don't scar them for life, man. This brings us to our last segment of the day. Man, oh man, oh man. GloRilla has decided she gonna go and get it in with Charleston White. And in Charleston White, man, y'all know how to get, y'all know how that nigga do it. So let's get down to the smoke.
You probably watching right now. But after this video, I know your ass gonna try to mention me again.
Y'all wasn't raised right. Jealous of her sister. Better not say nothing to me. I'll talk about that. Man, I'll shame the shit.
Charles, please don't let me get R. Kelly.
What is up, 10 Wild Gang? So Charleston White has finally responded to GloRilla, aka Scarface, GloRilla's sister, and he's getting extremely disrespectful. Now, Charleston White just had a show, and he had a little altercation. He also spoke about that, but in this video, he gets very descriptive on how he doesn't really want smoke with GloRilla, but he will bash, you know, her situation and how she goes about life. Now, bear with me in this video. You know, Charleston White can get pretty ruthless with the mouth, so it may be a lot of, you know, bleeps and things like that, but we know how he can get. But you guys make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hype this video, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section below.
GloRilla want a box. I don't bash. GloRilla need to give her life to the Lord, because she go hell as a she's a I'm not gonna touch no demon.
So
and jealous of her sister, cause she wanted and can't get no. So I'm not giving GloRilla time of her life. Ass maggot. I go to bashing that hoe. Bull.
Yo, listen, I'm not gonna lie, man. If he believes in his faith that once you're a double dabbler, you're going to hell, that's a religious conversation for himself. You know what I'm saying? But come on, partner, leave the little girl alone. She's just trying to find her way in the world. And what if she likes girls? So what? You know what I'm saying? So what?
And you go rot in hell. You cannot get into hell and lick with a. You go burning, sucking ass, bull. Better not say nothing to me. I'll talk about that. Man, I'll shame the shit out of it. Wanna be a boy. Confused ass hoe. The Bible described that as the master. The devil is the master of deception. What's more deceptive than the got a talking like a man, acting like a man, and thinks she a bull man? That's the devil. Now, I don't fight no bull hoe. I shame him with the word of God and let her know she will not see her grandmama in heaven as a. At some point in time, she gonna have to get it to a man. She can even sin and give it to a man. God will let her sin and hoe get into heaven, sinning with her. But she is abomination. Bumping, fur rubbing, carpet eating is an abomination. I'd hold with some shit and get right up into heaven. But that.
Listen, if you're a church-going individual and you're devoted to the church, wouldn't you say he has a point, though? Oh, Lady T, I don't know, man. This is bad. The nigga just going in ruthless, man. He's going in ruthless.
Burning. That's why she upset. She watching GloRilla get all that motherfucking NBA, getting that motherfucking Yo Got It Rich on. This getting low-level lobster on at the ghetto in Memphis. Probably burning every 3 months. That's that motherfucking trichonomery. That trick, I can't even pronounce it, but it go with that motherfucker. That ain't, but it's like you can carry it and not really know it. Yeah, you know that motherfucker. That trick shit that you get.
Nah, I'm gonna stop it right there. When I edit it back, we gonna have her rebuttal so y'all can see the whole there and back. Cause man, this nigga goes in for a little while now. But I wanted to get the basis of the situation out. I think he maybe went a little too far with the insults, but at the end of the day, the man is entitled to his opinion based off his religion. I can't knock you, but I am going to knock the fact that, goddamn, man, she ain't need all of that, though. But that brings us to the end of our segment today. Bring me to the time of the segment where I show love to everybody that popped in today. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lady T and salute to everybody out in the Ontario. Nothing but love. Chico Black, Jaloso Nation, my player partner, my partner player. Shout out to everybody in Florida and the MIA, yo. You know what I'm talking about? Miss Night out in New Jersey. Shout out to my day ones in New Jersey. Nothing but love for you. Absolute nothing but love for you. We're going to be back at it again tomorrow morning. 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time roll call. I done put out some videos. Y'all go ahead and watch the videos. You know what I'm saying? If you got some time, you know what I'm talking about? And we're going to be back at it again tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time roll call. And as always, play on, player. Play on.